This is Brooke Özdemiro. If you watch my first videos, I'm still telling you a little bit about who I am so that you see if you want to continue listening to my stories and what I have learned in life. So in the last video, I told you like I quit a good paying job. Looks great on paper but didn't fulfill me. There was nothing wrong except some of the things that I question in general about work life, but I just felt like that doesn't belong to me. I should be doing something else with my life. And I did quit my job without finding the answers. Because a lot of people ask me how I did that, I'm just going to spend a little bit of time on this video about that. First of all, I am someone who asks and listens to herself a lot. Some of us just shut down what our voices say inside of us, mostly inside of our hearts, and say and don't listen to it. So there's a lot of chatter in our minds, which we'll talk a lot about that because there's something to be done about that. But a lot of us don't listen to the good voice that pulls us forward, who wants us to do something different, who wants us to know that what we're doing right now is not right. And in order to listen to that, we have to have some silent time. We have to be able to listen to what our voices says, right? And we have to know the difference between the bad voice, who's always trying to act with our ego, who always wants to keep us safe and don't want to take any risks. And then there is that other voice which really wants us to move forward. And I had that struggle. My logical mind and everybody around me would have said, don't ever leave a job like that. It pays you well. You have amazing people around you. Look at the office that you are at. It is one of the best companies to work for. Are you crazy to start over and not even knowing what to do? Yeah, I did listen to that voice a lot of times and a lot of days. But then the other voice never left me alone. I knew in the heart of my hearts, not in my logical mind, not my left brain, that this is not what I want to, this is not how I want to spend my life. And at the time, really, people were keeping their jobs for most of their lives, like 2 decades at least. So if I start to ask those questions in my fourth and fifth year, and I have at least another maybe 15, 20, 25 years to come, doing something similar in the same industry, I knew that wasn't me. I knew that was gonna hurt me. And at some point, I did feel so much conflict in myself that I did start to get a little sick. And I still have to deal with those issues, physical issues. And I'm a big believer, knowing everything I know now, that when we are in so much conflict with ourselves, when we're so stressed out about what we do at work, we do get to be sick. It just doesn't go anywhere. That negative energy, that something that is so in conflict with who you are, does get to you. So those were the biggest signs that I needed to do something else. Did it take some courage? Maybe, because people look at me like I'm a brave person. I didn't feel that way. I just had to listen to that voice after so many years because it never shut up. I knew that there was something else for me, although I didn't know what it was. So to answer the question, and those of you are struggling at work, it takes some time. I never tell people to quit their jobs the moment they feel bad. That's not so easy. We have to see what is available. We have to see if we can create a purpose around what we do and see if we can be aligned. We can even look for other jobs in the same company if we like the company. And then if none of that works, and we know there's something out there for us, then we can change our lives. But it shouldn't be that easy to leave a job in every year or every month unless something is really very toxic about it, or you have a boss that was making you miserable. So we'll talk a lot more about these topics, believe me, but this is my part of the story, and that's why I knew I had to leave it, even if I didn't have great plans yet. So next time, I'll see you again. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye.